I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're gonna do it. There you go. So I'm not actually cutting down the center of the spine. I'm actually cutting down off to the side of the spine at the moment. I guess that's just how the blade kind of positioned itself. So this is not exactly what I expected, but it's fine. Oh wow. Look at that. That is very nice. So, for those who are wondering why there are dark spots like this and lighter spots like this, it's because I put it in the refrigerator to dry out. The dark spots are the dry spots, and then the lighter spots hasn't dried out. And that's due to the fact that the fridge that I have is too small. It just didn't dry out everything evenly enough. But this is fine because right now what I can do is I can chop up the pieces and then dry it further. But this is actually really good. So let's take this down. And we've got two halves here. I'm smoking out the entire area. I have the the charcoal grill here, and then I just closed the lid, so I'm smoking out the area so that way the bugs are going to stay away, hopefully. You can see the leaf fat right here. This is fat that doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, and it's really good, used for like pastries and stuff. So we're going to actually remove the leaf fat. This is really good fat. There you go. Very good. Very nice. So we're keeping that, and I'm removing the leaf fat on this side. So I just want to remind everyone that I really do not know what I'm doing. This is the first time that I'm doing all of this. And so I am just kind of doing it based off of what I have seen in videos. And so I'm just doing my best. And so far, I have not wasted any meat or organs. I've managed to keep pretty much everything. Alright, so I believe the tenderloin sits somewhere in here. So I think this is it here. Yep, and there's not much of a tenderloin because this is such a small pig. And I'm just kind of following the muscle fibers. Oh, I think it's right here, actually. Yeah, right here. It really is tender, so we're good. There you go. Let's see here. Cut down. Cut this piece off. And break the bone off. So here is the leg. And yeah, you can tell discoloration is mostly just because it's dry in some spots and not dry in some other spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this and then clean it off with some salt and stuff like that, scrub it, and then keep it in the fridge again and pretty much let it dry out a little bit better. This looks very good. So, like, look at this. This is going to be potential prosciutto. This is really cool. So this is going to be prosciutto. I believe I'm supposed to count like about 4 or 5 ribs down, and then I'm supposed to cut down. I'm going to go between 4 and 5. go. And so this is the front shoulder. See, like I said, white spots here have been like up against the refrigerator, and then all the darker spots was in open air in the refrigerator, so this spot right here is dry. This is bacon. This is gonna be bacon. I don't know what this part is. I think this is like called the flank maybe or something. Like this can be used to eat, but for the most part I believe I'm supposed to cut it like this. So let's see here. So the ribs come down right here. Supposed to cut across, and then this section right up here would be pretty much the bacon, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just going to remove the ribs here. There you go. So these are the pork ribs. I'm probably going to take like a razor or something and just cut off all the hair here, or I can probably go like this and kind of shave it. See, that is our bacon right there. Now let's work on this side. So if you were here from the beginning, you'll know that when I was sawing down the spine, I happened to saw down the side of the spine, so it's not dead straight on in the middle of the spine, and so this side here looks different from the other side, but everything still should be pretty much the same. We're going to try to remove the tenderloin here. Nice tenderloin. The spine is right here. I want to put my knife underneath the spine and make the cut like this. And now I can pretty much just break it over and then cut from below. There you go, as to not pretty much cut through bones, so that way I don't dull my knife. So yeah, you go in underneath the spine and then you make the cut. But here's the other hind quarter. I've got a bone right here. I'll be removing all of this later, and I'll be cleaning up this later also. But here's the tail and everything. We're keeping everything. This is the front quarter here, so I counted about between 4 and 5. So this is the 4, 5 right here. So we're going to cut down right here. Like that. And so here's the spine again. I am going to cut below the spine, go in, make my cut, flip it around. So here's the cut here. Now, because the spine is right here, you just break it over like that. And there you go. You have the front quarter. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. This right here is the pork chop. So this tiny section right here is the pork chop. And so I'm technically supposed to cut along here and keep the fat. There you go. And then each piece right here would be like a pork chop. Never done this before. I mean, that's a pretty legit pork chop, right? It's tiny as hell, but it works. So yeah, there's still more work to do. I still need to break down the front quarters and the hind quarters and stuff like that, but for the most part this is pretty good. I have all of the meat separated now, and I can dry this further properly in my cooler here. But we are going to take a break right now, and I am going to sit down and have myself a beer.